Never force, flow naturally following highest excitement. In this video, I want to share an experience I've had regarding the most popular video I've recorded on this channel, which is called Relax, You Won, but Time Has Not Caught Up Yet, 888. I want to tell you the story of how it came about that I got to record that video and why I was able to learn through this experience that things which are truly meant to flow naturally, and that in order to achieve success, you do not need to force anything to happen because the most genuine success is going to find its way to you naturally and almost effortlessly. This will all make sense after I explain it. So let's get into it. Now, when I recorded that video, right? Before that, literally 10 minutes before I started recording that semi viral video, um, I was recording another video called um, Pineal Gland Activation slash Occult Symbolism. And that was like a 40-minute long video where I was talking about the pineal gland and some spiritual concepts, like some chakra stuff. But during those 40 minutes while I was recording that video, I entered this deep flow state. I was really flowing in my higher self, in my creative self. It was really amazing. And I just felt very like high vibrational at that point. And I finished recording that video and I just like walk out of my room because on this channel it may seem like I never do that because I have never changed this background ever. But trust me, guys, there are times when I do leave this room, when I do leave that exact chair. It's rare because I gotta do wizard stuff, but it does occur. It does occur sometimes. So I left my room and I literally just like felt deep. Like this sense of being proud. Like I was proud of what I just created. I was really happy with what I've just created. And I was just very vibing. I was just chilling, right? And it's as if something outside myself pulled me back into the room and made me hit record. And that's when I recorded that video. I was like, I used to like not do videos. I didn't plan that video. I didn't have that idea of the video written down. Nothing planned. But I was in a such high vibrational state after recording that video about the pineal gland that I literally was almost like it was some force almost outside myself. That's what it felt like, which told me like go into your room and hit record. That's exactly what I did. And then I just started flowing. I just explained a concept, which you can watch the video if you want to. It's you can find it. It's just like my most popular video. But yeah, I didn't prepare for it. I didn't work for it. Nothing. It took me 10 minutes of work. I did not edit that video. Nothing. That's my most famous video. Now, why do I say don't force anything? It is because after that experience where I had a video become very popular, I got a bunch of subscribers, I got a bunch of likes, comments, all that fancy stuff. Not really my intention, not what I value the most about this channel. I just kind of want to express myself. I kind of just want to speak. I like speaking, I like expressing ideas, I like receiving feedback on ideas, I like seeing how other people think, how I think. I just like to think, to be honest. So I don't really chase clout or likes or subs or nothing really. I try not to. I try not to have that as my intention. But um, basically, yeah, that video did very well. And I kind of forced myself later on to try to recreate that video and try to recreate that, moment of like celebrity status type thing. And it just never worked. And that's funny. And that makes sense because when I try to recreate something, it's like a scarcity mindset type of situation. And you know what I believe? I believe something very weird. I believe that you can feel, like, you can almost feel my vibration, my aura through the screen. You don't need to meet me in real life to kind of feel my vibration. And I feel like if a YouTuber records a video when they are in a very low vibrational state, the viewer is gonna feel it. Even though, like, you're not present in my aura, like in physical reality, you can feel, you can kind of feel it. That's what I believe. On some subconscious level, whether you are into spirituality or not. A person not being into spirituality and not acknowledging any of those concepts does not make it not real, you see? So, yeah, I tried to force another viral video into existence, and it has never worked as much as that one video that did very well, right? And that is because when you force things, you are operating on the frequency of lack. It's like, I don't have something, I really want this to happen, so I'm gonna put in all my little effort, I'm gonna try super hard, and then it's gonna work. But something kind of ironic, something weird about this existence is that sometimes the harder you try, the more resistance there is in your way. And sometimes when you give up and you barely try, you just flow naturally, following your excitement, you just flow wherever your higher self leads you. That's when success almost comes to you naturally without any effort. Because, yeah, some videos, like as a YouTuber, I'm just using myself as an example, right? But you can apply that to your situation, whatever your career, hobby, pursuit, desire, fantasy, ambition is. Right. Uh, yeah. Um, when you put in like hours and hours of work or days of work into something and just force it into existence, it is often not as productive as simply flowing. And I know not everybody has the opportunity to always do what they want to do. But what I'm trying to say is that the moment you have like some freedom in your life where you can truly exercise your free will to its maximum, don't force things into existence. Flow following your highest excitement. One moment, it can be writing. 5 minutes later, your excitement may shift towards making a video. For me, for example. Next minute, you want to go on a run. Next minute, you want to cook like a really fancy, yummy meal, you know? And if you follow your excitement, that's when good things actually like start to happen. And it's a bit counterintuitive to what society tells you. Society tells you, yo, you need to work 12 hours a day. You need to work 27 hours a day. Get minus 3 hours of sleep. You don't need sleep. You need 3 Red Bulls instead of minus 3 hours of sleep. You need to work so hard. But all of that implies to the fact that you don't have an inner abundance to manifest effortlessly. Because the most authentic, beautiful things in this life come easily and effortlessly. Look at the concept of ideas or relationships. What happens when you force a relationship? Have you ever tried to get, I'm a guy, so have you ever tried to, like, as a guy, get a girl to get interested in you? Just never ends up working out. Even if it works out, like, short term and you get some result out of that, it never works out in the end. The way, I mean, for me at least, the way that stuff like that works out is if it just flows naturally. It just needs to flow naturally and effortlessly. And that's when you find success in any area of your life. I'm a YouTuber. I make YouTube videos. So I need ideas to make videos. When I sit down and I force myself to think of an idea, like, okay, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna like write down so many things, you're gonna like brainstorm, you're gonna write down all these great ideas. Nothing good comes out of that, for me at least. I I get some ideas, but they're kind of mid. Like they're not cool. They're not as cool as the ones that come to me when I'm just chilling, washing the dishes, or I don't know, like walking outside, and then boom, a better idea than my mind could generate using my willpower and like my effort, you see? And it came to me effortlessly because things will come to you effortlessly when you're just happily following your highest excitement. You see? It's very it's very weird. It's very weird because you attract so many more results just by being happy and chilling and following your excitement than you do when you force yourself to sit down and work like, like a crazy maniac, which I do too sometimes, but it is counterintuitive. Um, let's see. Let's use sports as an example. If you have like a weekend and you want to go on a run that day, let's say it's a Saturday, you want to go on a run. If you force yourself to do it first thing in the morning, like I'm not gonna use like my thing as an example, but if you force yourself to do it, it's just you're just gonna be miserable. You're just gonna not enjoy it. So if you like go out throughout your day, you do some other stuff, you do what you actually want to do, at some point during that day, you might catch that excitement to go on a run and then go on that run because then it's just gonna feel better and you're gonna be aligned with that run. It's gonna feel better, you're gonna run farther, it's just gonna be more pleasurable as well as more productive. It is a complete delusion and lie that to get something, to have a good result, to achieve something, you need to suffer and it needs to be painful and difficult and horrible and blood and sweat and tears and endless eternal suffering. That is not how the greatest things come into existence. The greatest things come to existence naturally. Because when you're aligned with your higher self, you're not forcing anything, which means that the universe is going to fill you naturally with whatever it is you desire to attract, just because you are operating on this high frequency of abundance and simple gratitude and happiness. Just flow naturally. It can be whatever it is you desire. You wake up in the morning, if you have like a weekend, it's a Saturday. Let's say you want to get a bunch of stuff done. Don't force yourself right away to get to it. Flow. And when you flow, you're slowly going to realize that you get more done. And while getting those things done, you are happier. And while you're getting those things done, they reap you greater results when you're flowing naturally. You see? Um, Let me try to use like a surfboard as an example. Yeah, literally, forcing something into existence is like standing in the middle of a puddle and trying to like surf on it. But flowing naturally is just getting in the ocean, catching a wave, and when you catch that wave, it's effortless to then just stand on that surfboard. Now you're just flowing, and the wave or the universe is doing the work for you. You see? Um, yeah. Now, it's not always possible to follow your highest excitement because we are human beings and there's still stuff you need to do that may not be your highest passion at any given moment. However, when you have the luxury of free time, when you have the luxury to pursue what it is you want to pursue and fully exercise your free will, don't force things into existence. Flow naturally, and they are going to flow naturally. The most beautiful, authentic things which you can create you can create in a happy, joyful, peaceful, flowing state. Thank you for attending today's lecture. And yeah, I'm gonna go on a run. See ya.